not quite up there as far as where the powers are. So we're
okay. Number 2 caller.
I'm also I lost my job a few months ago.
Well, everybody in the county's losing their job.
Oh yeah, well it's a big company. They
I don't like to be gloom and doom here, but we got to tell it like it is too. You know, we are suffering.
I think they're just using, the economy to pull out, but they're they make billions of dollars of profit a year, but they relocated to a couple locations. They kept it quiet, even though the word got out, and it's real sad. Now they got us looking for jobs, and
give yourself a plug. What kind of work can you do? You're good at something.
I don't know. I worked in a freezer for all these years.
Okay, so you can work in the winter anyway.
Yeah, I can work in the cold.
Shovel snow? Oh God, no, forget it. Mow lawns and shovel snow. Anybody who never made it through high school, that's their job. They do roofing and shoveling snow and mowing lawns. And they all call themselves contractors. It's like all the bums in Ireland call themselves poets.
It's upsetting because the company still delivers to this area, and it's like they don't care for us, but they want you to buy from their customers, and it's just.
Well, let's not mention. They're going to sue his pants off us if we mention their name, and then even sue Chuck because he didn't defend them.
But I just said I'd call and let you know about the Spoon River project there. And,
okay, now for the next 5 nights, what time at night?
It is starting at approximately 9:20 at night. They want you at the cemetery at 8:20, and they have a late show. They want you at 11 o'clock, which starts at 11:30.
And there is, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a theater, but you're
Lakeview Cemetery in Jamestown, New York.
Right north side of Jamestown.
Right in the north side.
Right in the north side.
Okay.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you, caller, and you have a great day. And send me a stamped envelope. I got a lot of nice gifts for you.
Okay, will do.
Including a Big Mac. Thank you, McDonald's.
Yeah, I'll take a Big Mac.
Okay, and if you'd been the first caller, you would have gotten $5 off over Tops.
Oh, man.
But somebody beat you out there, fella.
Oh, gee. Maybe next time.
Right. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. People are being laid off, yeah. If I ask people who's been laid off lately to call in, we'd be busy for the rest of the program. You want to waste the rest of the time here?
Oh no, I've been out and I'm hearing the same thing, throughout the county.
It's nothing to do with the county government. You guys cannot be blamed. The legislature, we will not blame you. It's the fact that you're in New York State, which has the highest taxes in the world, and the governors decided to solve the problem by raising the taxes 17% this year. Oh my God! What are they thinking about all of these? And then also we have more regulations. You cannot take a pee without having to go through 50 different regulations. And did you know that in New York State it's even illegal to trap a mouse? You break the law because the law states specifically no mammals can be trapped without a license, and it is a mammal. And you can't trap a rat.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And don't swat flies. Whatever the hell you do, you're breaking the New York State law here. If you cross corner to corner, you're breaking the law. Of course, in a lot of places, that's jaywalking, right? Chuck Cornell, so tell us, what do you think about all that?
About all what?
The hue and the cry, the fact that we're trapped in New York State, which is bad for the county, and now we got an economy that's on the rocks in the United States thanks to the incredible spending and the wars and everything and the craziness and giving away everything in the country to the bankers.
I think that as a legislator and as a candidate for county executive, I wouldn't be running if I didn't think we could do anything. And you can't make an infomercial. You can't mention the fact that you're running for county executive one more time. We'll have to take you off the air. Okay, I will not. He
is running for county executive, my dad. So is Greg Edwards, and so is John Gallo.
Gallo's running for the legislature.
Oh, Gallo, he's running for the legislature. I think he's running for the county executive. That's his next step, I'm sure, you know.
Right. Okay. Well, as a county, there's counties throughout New York State and upstate New York that are growing, that have been growing, and so I'm convinced that we can do the same, like I said before.
Grow the state. How do you grow? How do you grow? It's easy to say.
Well, if without going into infomercial,
we're not going to get a new goddamn GE plant in Chautauqua County.
Investing in our business startups, investing in entrepreneurs. I think that's the best focus for long-term growth. Investing in our infrastructure. There's areas throughout the state. Again, we just had Yahoo go into Niagara County. That's 125 high-paying jobs. We just had CVS Distribution Center go into Chemung County, 600 high-paying jobs, and you know, we have all the same assets that both of those places do. We have low-cost power, we have infrastructure in terms of two interstate highways going through our county. So I think that we have the ingredients. We just need to have a strategy to get it done.
And we have access to the interior and the exterior through the Lake Erie, because you can actually get out into the St. Lawrence eventually, and somehow or the other you get all you can go out to sea, and you can go in the middle of the country into the Mississippi. That's why Westfield was so important. You know, they had a big harbor there. You know, they used to have a pier that went out a fifth of a mile. Stone pier there. And they used it at night for two things. One is all the fishermen, 12 boats, would take slaves over to Canada. Westfield was a terminal, little known hick town. And a bunch of fishing boats, and over to Canada every night. They took bunches of slaves. My house, a little girl ran in the house to see her playmate, and it shocked her to death because there were 30 black gentlemen eating breakfast in the kitchen. Wow. She went panicky, and they ran her down and said, "Don't tell anybody." But in the meantime, then that slave trade ran off, and that was the end of that. And so then the sailings between Canada and the United States picked up after the Prohibition occurred. And there's a famous fisherman down there named Pike Monroe who used to visit Canada regularly. And the revenues were on him, and once in a while he'd have to dump it. And they still say once in a while a bottle of booze rolls in onto the beach, and people say, "What's this?" You know. But also it's reported a couple of revenues disappeared out there when they were chasing him. Yeah, they found their boat, that they were gone, and Pike had nothing to do with it. And he said none of his boys said anything. I said, "Oh no, these are the good old days." And then they took it up to Westfield. My aunt had Nellie Poole. Julia Poole had a soda fountain right where the barber shop is on the corner of Portage and Main. And you'd go in there and you order a special. And she knew what you wanted. Chuck Cornell, he's running for the county exec. He is a legislator currently, and if he loses the exec, he's going to be out of a job. He will have no work, nothing to do. He'll be an adjunct professor over at Fredonia, from which I graduated proudly, and my son graduated proudly, and my daughter, and it's a beautiful school. My wife, I met her playing bridge there. See, we played bridge 24 hours a day there. Well, we nipped in a little sleep. But at night, when they closed the student lounge, we'd just go over to the nearest bar and continue the game.
The college is a great asset to our county, for sure.
It is, and it it brings in a lot of money. I mean, that's real dough. Of course, Fredonia gets a lion's share of it. And of course, Fredonia, the only problem they suffer is when they have reunions and things there, and Oktoberfest and stuff like that. They have to hire extra police. So, at any rate, do you think that the county is going to make it on tourism? Everybody says we got the most beautiful tourist center here. We got all the lovely lakes. We got the Reed Pier in Westfield. We got the Dunkirk Pier. We got all these wonderful things. And so this should burgeon as we have Chautauqua, the institution of Chautauqua, Institute of Chautauqua. They don't like it called institution. It sounds like a funny farm, you know? It might be, but who knows? It goes up to 5,000 people in the summer, though.
Wow.
Yeah, 400 in the winter.
Yeah, I think the tourism is a very important growing part of our economy, but it's only part of it. But I was up at the Dunkirk Pier a couple weeks ago, and they had their concert series on a Thursday night, and there had to be about 3,000 people there. I was very, very impressed with what was going on up there. Good fire. I was up there for the fireworks too. So
they have a terrific show.
Right, my wife is a Dunkirk native, and my in-laws are up there. And so so,
Jane Powers. It used to be Jane Pomeroy. What was your wife's?
Maroka.
Maroka. She's now Cornell, isn't she?
She's now Cornell. Right.
Caller, thank you for waiting. You're on.
Morning again. I'm sorry, but something has just come up that I find very, very interesting. First off, I'd like to mention that next Friday, Westfield has these movies in the park for the kids and adults that want to watch them.
I bet you live in Westfield.
I bet you're right.
Okay.
And also, this Friday, because of a rainout earlier in the season,
Come on!
The kids in the dance studio here in Westfield are going to be performing their thing for their recital that they had, which they couldn't perform earlier, in the park before the movie. They will be performing it, and it's a wonderful thing. I went to see the live one that was upstairs where the the dance studio is, and they're going to be doing a